Hello, 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 everybody. Okay, it's Monday. 'Tis Monday. Fix my camera. As usual. Alrighty.
Phoenix, stop! Dude, what the heck? Dude, I'm watching this. No, you're not, dude.
Dude, what is up? I was just waiting for a minute while people... Hello to Denmark. I was just sitting here and listening to my kids argue. Dude. Hi, how are you? Oh, man. We live in this this area called Sun Valley, and there's like trees everywhere. It's like this big huge forest. And we actually have lake access which is Whatcom Lake, which is all throughout Bellingham, but where we live specifically in the gated area, we have like a beach access, and then there's like this arena, no, not arena, just kidding, marina, where you keep boats. We have an arena too, but yeah, so and so then there's like, you can go and like let your dogs off leash, and then they can like go and run in the water, and it's such a nice little area. But what's really good about it, hello to Scotland, and hello to Canada as well. Yeah, so it's like this nice little area where there's not a lot of people, so you can just go and like let the kids, run. There's no park or anything, but there's this ginormous lake. But anyway, so we went there yesterday because I was like, man, these kids need to get out, and it was hot. It was like 80 degrees or something, which is not very usual for our area. And especially because it's springtime, you would think they wouldn't go swimming, but they did. They went into the lake, and we brought the dog, and I thought, oh, I'll be okay. Like, I'm such a baby in the sun. I just am. I don't know what my deal is, but I get sick extremely easy in the sun. I've always been like that my entire life, and I can't even count how many times I've had sunstroke. Like, it's normal for me to get sunstroke every single year. And I still... Hello to... Oh, hey! Axel's mom! Hey! No, you did not. You had snow? What the heck? That's not fair. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I get sunstroke, and you think I would learn, but no, I never do. So I went, and then of course I'm just like, bleh. But we brought like an umbrella this time and like a chair. So hello to Scotland. Hey, Phoenix. How come? No, it's not boring.
Yeah, it is.
No, you gotta go and be in a boat and just like look at Mother Earth, get fresh air. What?
It's boring.
It's not boring. It's getting out to see the elements. It's important for your growth. Don't you know that?
Do you have any tape?
What kind of tape?
Tape.
Like clear tape, masking tape?
Either one.
I have tape over on the table where I was packing up the dolls. Why don't you put some shorts on?
So I have any.
You do. You know what? It's your new nickname. Sorry, I just had to have a little combo there. Oh, hello. Catch Pippi a fish. What the heck? Pippi, we miss you guys. Yeah, he's like, it's boring. I don't want to go on the moat. I can't really go. Like, I get super, bleh. That's the only way to explain it. So I'm going to work on this cute little, I just started this baby, little Frankenstein baby. These are so fun to make, honestly. I love you guys. How are you guys holding up? So close but so far away, right? At least here there's like some areas where you can go and not be around people and feel all guilty. Be like, oh, don't get too close. These little heads got from McPherson's. And so I've been working on these ones. Right? Little creepers. Yeah, I just got some eyes in. Let me show you. This will be amazing. Look at all my eyeballs I got. Can we see your avatar? So I have been sort of working. It looks very gray right now because it's going to be so blue. So I bring it right down to gray as much as possible. And then that's weird. I have a voicemail, but I didn't even hear my phone ring. Huh. Anyways, this is what I've been working on. This one, and what's the other one that I had to... Yeah, that one... Let me move this. What the heck? Voicemail? Just go on my freaking phone. I'm doing a live. Anyways, here's all my eyeballs. Look at these ones. Those ones are so pretty. Let's see. I have these ones too that are really nice. They're somewhat normal. I mean for glowing eyes. There's pink. Be careful, Phoenix. You might have fun. You might even smile. What? Come here, my middle. Give me a hug. Hug me. Hug me. You have that much in your beard. Okay. Don't forget to wear your life jacket. Are you taking the pink truck? Oh, he's taking you. Okay. Okay, well, smell you later. Okay, sorry, they were just leaving. Let me see. So there's blue. I love this one. Let me see. Oh yeah, and then they didn't have one specific color. Hello to Scotland! Oh my gosh, we have 3 from Scotland in here again today. So they sent me these ones because I guess a color last week, and I'm so excited for Arrive. Oh yeah, I put a little extra something in there for you too. So, I mean, no, I didn't. Just kidding. But yeah, so look at these eyes. They're pretty cool. I don't know. They're different. Very different. I haven't used these ones before. There's those ones. These little purple ones are really pretty. Oh, Bean, you're too sweet. Now I'm even more excited. Oh yeah, where are the eyes from? So these eyes I get off of eBay. And so I hoarded them because first of all, like I get them from China, and I've been buying these eyes off of this one person for probably like it has been forever. It's like God, 6 years. Could it have been 6? No. Where does my time go? Oh my goodness, Misty was just texting me. Some of my finished, you know, I don't really have any finished babies right now. Yeah, I have to put some together, but But yeah, so I buy them off this person in China, and when they have like a good deal or like free shipping or something, then I'll take it. Look at these ones. Those are really cool looking too. Okay, so about eyeballs, when I first started making these dolls and like making zombie babies, you couldn't buy these eyes in different sizes. You could only get them in 18 millimeters. So then I had to buy the kit to fit the eyes, and that's how it was for a couple of years until China caught on and was like, oh, there's this thing called a Reborn place, and then people, a Reborn place. I'm pretty sure that's not how it goes, but that's okay. And then they're like, oh yeah, let's make these in different sizes. So that's what they did, and then eventually you could get more colors. And so then I started buying them off this one store because they're always like perfect, like shipping time, great prices and stuff like that. And so recently I almost ran out of eyeballs, and I was like, no. And I was so afraid that we weren't ever going to buy stuff from China again. I was just like, mine. So I bought like, I have another, let's see. So I want to say I bought probably, I'm going to say at least 30 pair, because I was not chancing not being able to get my eyes in for Christmas. Because these dolls here, I'm prepping for my Christmas orders, which I haven't taken yet, but I'm trying to get a handle on Christmas before it happens. If it happens, I don't even know at this point with the whole, like, you know, the armpit thing. Oh yeah. So this one has all blacked eyes. It's just how I say it over here. All blacked eyes. Let's see here. And they are actually different. And the nice thing about them is they take the same size eyes. So in the 18, they can take 18 millimeter or 20 millimeter. So I think these ones, yeah, these kits are the same, but there's ones that are not the same. Let me see. Oh yeah, the hair is a little bit different, but one has slightly open mouth, and then the other one is like more of like a kissy pucker mouth, which I love. My wife wants to get into reboarding. The only requirement is she make mime. Yeah, I need someone to make mime too. I ordered those heads too. Great deal on them. I freaking love you, okay? I freaking love you. Oh, see that enthusiasm? My alt kits do you mean like alternative kits? My dog better not freaking be digging out there. I'm gonna have to throat punch her. Hey, deaf dog, Twyla, hey. Oh my God. You guys, my dog is so deaf, it's ridiculous. She didn't even hear that. She's like, what? Yeah, so we, okay, so I buy normal kits. So that would be the easiest answer. I just buy normal kits. My dog is so deaf, and she's being an a-hole and digging up this peach tree we just planted, which is so weird because I've never seen her dig ever until now. Wow. And then I'm like calling her and she's looking into space like, hey, did I hear something? Nope. I think I'll just lay in the sun. She's so dumb. I love her. Okay, so anyways, this vinyl is somewhat of a difficult vinyl. I would say your best bet if you're going to paint these is to prep, because the vinyl is slightly, some are like that. I mean, it's normal. Some are like that and some are not like that. So some are like that. Summertime. And then I have this one that has eyeballs in. They have pink. They're pink eyeballs. Okay. Let's see here. So that one has black. I feel like did I not have one with red? I swear I thought I did. What the heck? I must not have. Wow, Bean. I mean, unless I put them in now, but they're such a biatch to put in. I don't know if I want the all black. Okay, well, anyways, let's just get... Do I have a shop? Yes, I do. Excuse me. I have a shop. It is called the Twisted Beanstalk. Actually, I don't know what it's called. I think it is... No. Yeah. Excuse me. I have a... I have a... What do I have? What do I have, you guys? What the heck do I have? I have... So, let's see. I have a website through Etsy now as well. I know, the eyes, like, seriously, with homeschooling, like, my kids have learned some pretty choice swear words this week. So I think it's www.twistedbeanstalk.com. And then it'll have, like, all my, it's, like, linked to my Etsy, which I really like, and that's why I changed it. And it's not, like, a commerce or, like, one of those e-commerce stores, because really, I feel personally that I just don't do well with those. Like, websites are more to look at pictures and past work. So, and then you pay for it, right? And then, like, it was just a waste of money for me, honestly. But the nice thing about Etsy is it's completely linked through there. So they do your social media, and, like, it's a really good little website, honestly. And you can even, you can buy it from that website, but it's linked to my Etsy. So it's just really cool. Etsy, freaking love you, Etsy. Freaking love you. Do you think it heard me? Do you think it just heard my enthusiasm that I have for it? You back already?
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't fit?
I'm just gonna grab one of my bowls.
Gonna grab your pole? Doesn't sound very appropriate to me. Okay. I feel like sorry, I have to itch my brain for a minute. Right? Itch my brain over here, Twyla. You know how that is. Actually, you probably don't, because you don't have a brain, but I love you. Okay, so I'm going to mix up some blue. Let me see something over here. Some blue. I want to make these ones really creepy. Should I? Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should, Bean. Yeah, you should. Alrighty then. Boy, time just flies too. It's like I want to do videos, and then I'm like, yeah, do them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't uploaded that yet, and they're still on my phone. That's one nice looking blue. Go creepy. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so these dolls I'm trying to get done before Christmas. Boy, so the first year Christmas, it was so good. It was like, it was perfection. And then last year, all those friggin' fake China thing dolls happened, and so, oh man, it was brutal. Right? Because why pay for a price of a Reborn when you can go on there and buy one for $100, right? A full body silicone. So I was like, oh my God. Hopefully this year time around, people won't fall for it. But, you know, with enough. Oh yeah, I'm going to make a sponge too, actually. Because I threw a couple of mine out. I know. Rest in peace, sponge. I can't believe the amount of scam sites out there on Facebook is covered with advertisement. So many fall for it. I really, like, I'm going to be making another video about that, but my video on it is finally like taking off. But the crazy thing is the comments on there are like, I almost want to read them because they're the thing like that. They're exactly that. Like, oh, I got so scammed. Oh, I bought this one and it looks nothing like it. Or I spent this much and it was supposed to be this full body silicone. And or like some say the head is off or the limbs are backwards. One came with 2 left feet. Like, it's insane. And then there's every so often, huh? And then like every so often someone will be like, I got one and it's fine. And it's like, it's not fine. Even if you got a doll, it's still other people's artwork. So I feel like they don't really understand the gravity of the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. And it literally, man, so I don't know what's gonna happen at Christmas is my whole point, because it's like, our people, there's so many people in this world, and because there's so many people looking at those websites, they want to buy their kid one for Christmas or something, and then they do, and they're just not educated enough about it, right? So then they just spend the money, and then they're like, oh my God. And I mean, they had to have been raking it in, you guys. Like, I mean, if you think about it, all they had to do was steal artists' work, pictures, and make their website look really good, and people fell for it. They're just like, okay. But if you researched Reborns or whatever, you would know that or if you're in the Reborn world community, you would know that you're not getting what you paid for. And not only that, but you're not getting what you paid for. Well, you are technically getting what you paid for. I guess you could look at it both ways. You know, you get what you pay for. But you're also supporting theft, because those pictures don't belong to them and those dolls don't belong to them. So they're probably like cha-chinging it all through the holidays. God, can you imagine all that money coming in? Right? Person after person after person. For $100, people are willing to spend that $100 or $150. Like, oh my, wow. That's insane. But I just thought of something though. But because, I mean, it says it's coming from China, right? There's probably a way to make it seem like it's not coming from there. So you would think like maybe around December, people would be like, actually, I don't want something from China. You know what I mean? But then you're going to get people who are like, yeah, anyway. But I mean, it's kind of karma. As far, I don't mean like what's going on. I mean karma as far as like selling something that is stolen and like counterfeit. But then all of a sudden, like, it's almost like the shipping would be so delayed that you wouldn't even really get it for Christmas. So like, at least there's that loophole. I mean, I don't know if I explained that okay. But anyways, I feel like that's kind of like, it is kind of a loophole. It's like, well, everything is delayed from there. It's gonna take like 5 months. So I wish they sold in stores so you can actually see it. Well, that's what Reborn shows are for. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. I know, right? They're now using photos of real babies saying they are reborn. What? That's insane. They're freaking no boundaries, hey? No boundaries. No freaking boundaries. Yeah. Let me put a little bit of a coat on this one here. It's cold. He's like, give me a coat. It's snowing in Canada, okay? I can feel it. I can feel it from here. It's okay, little one. I'm going to give you some color. So these ones are for beanstalk buds, but I'm going to be painting like the hair, some of the hair. Let me see. I wish they, oh yeah, I already read that. Okay. Yeah, so that's what shows are for, Reborn shows, you know, for people to go and see dolls in person, to see the artwork. I mean, that's the art part of it. So, but people are just very uneducated about Reborn still. So, they don't know that it's an art form. I mean, really, that's what it is, to make these dolls to look realistic. But just the fact that they're selling, you can see, I mean, it's like full body silicones, and like in all the ads with all the videos of them like bending them and like opening their mouths, and it's like, oh, this squishy freaking, oh yeah, full body silicone, when that would normally cost like 10 grand. Well, they're going down in price now, but my dog's awesome bark. And now I don't even know about shows. Like, what the heck? I miss that. I'm gonna be sad about not going, because I do like going to shows. My 6 dogs are barking now. She doesn't even know what she's barking at, probably. Twyla. Bound Twyla. I can't even take her to the dog park because she's such an a-hole. My French bulldog, my big dog, is like fantastic, and she's so obedient, and people are always like, oh my god, your dog is so obedient. Like, she just is, because of the Cane Corso in her, or Cane Corso, Cane Corso, whatever. But yeah, my French bulldog, not so much. She just like runs and friggin' like slams into other dogs. She like literally body slams them. And then people, sometimes they'll be on blankets, like when it's like really nice, and she'll just like run up to people and like friggin' step all over their stuff, trying to get at their dog. And I'm always afraid she's gonna have like a heart attack or something, because she's so old now. And now even more, she can't even hear. So it's like when I call her, I'm like screaming her name, and she still doesn't answer me. She's just like, dude. So that would just be embarrassing, taking her. It's like, oh, sorry, here's my little special doggy. I can take her camping and stuff like that, but I just can't take her where there's other dogs, because she's just not, I don't know, she's just not dog park material, I guess. But I love you, Twyla. I really do. But my dog Boundary, she's like a little angel. So much little. Boundary's like, you forget how thick she is until you take her to a dog park, and then you're like, whoa, my dog is thick. Short and thick. She hello. Yay. She's like super, she's probably 100 and, gosh, she's probably, I would say at least 130 pounds. She's like super bully. They're such a funny breed. They are just, they're so devoted to, they're not an easy breed to have. You have to really like be the dominant one. But their whole point in life is to protect their family. So they're extremely, at first when they're puppies, they're pretty like social. Like, it's super important to be social with them, so then they can get used to like going to places like that. But they are extreme guard dogs, and so that's just like what they're, you know, what they're bred for. They're just, at first they'll be okay with people coming into the house when they're puppies, but when they start maturing, they get more intense. And so with people coming into the home, um, they're on high guard. Like, and if you don't like a dog that is like that, it's super, it's a very hard breed to have because that's just like what they do. So with people that they know, they're fine. People that they've seen a few times, they're okay. But like new people, they're super sketch. Like they'll just kind of like circle around and put like their head up and down and just like really feel out the situation. But, and that's only when their human is there. If their human wasn't there, then you do not want to take on a King Corso, let me tell you. They will F you up. They're so smart and so obedient, but they are a very extreme breed. That's why I love them. But it is hard because of when I do fostering. She's fine with kids and stuff, but like because they're like nanny dogs, right? They're like extremely sensitive, so kind to children. They have such a big tolerance for children. But it's just that guard dog instinct that they have. And I can tell you stories, not so much with Boundary, but with Karma, my other King Corso. I can tell you stories of her guarding. And yeah, so sometimes it's a little hard with fostering just because I have so many different people picking up kids or like coming over for meetings and stuff. And so she'll be pretty sketched out at first, and then I'm like, oh my god, because like with the new licensor and stuff being here not that long ago, she was like that when he first came over, and I was like, oh god, here we go. But then if you just ignore them and let them just feel out the situation and know that you're not a threat, then they're fine. Then they're totally fine. So at the dog park, it's super important to socialize them because they can be a dog aggressive, but she's fine with other dogs. Sometimes she'll tell them off, but that's about it. But she's pretty used to going there, so she's fine. But the older, she still has that like guard instinct. So like if I'm sitting and other dogs come by us, she'll put her, and you know when she's doing it because she puts her kind of her body out and her head down almost like she's ready to pounce, and she really eyeballs them, and she'll just circle the blanket. It's like, gosh, just calm down. But it's just the breed, it's just how they are. Like my other dog Karma was not playing around. And once I moved out of that area, I was like, ugh. So once she died, I was like, oh my god, I need to move out of this area. She was just such a good guard dog. Like some dogs look like they would be a good guard dog because they look scary, but I'm telling ya, you don't want to mess with the King Corso. And they're strong. Oh, it's getting there. It is getting there. But anyway, so back to the whole Christmas thing. How do you think it's going to go this year, you guys? Do you think people, let's predict. Let's try to predict. Well, I mean, right now it's like super uncertainty what's going to happen. But I'm hoping what happens is people are like, oh, this is from China and we're not going to get it in time anyway. And you know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, let's just buy, I don't know. They might be on Etsy though. Like, I don't know. I have to look into that because, you know, they might be on Etsy looking all legit and have a US. Sometimes they do that. They'll have a US address, but it actually comes from China. So there's also that kind of like scamming loophole. Let's see, the air dry. I'm not sure. We have Bulldog Lab, and he's huge and silly, and he has 5 Chihuahuas who are older than him. It's an interesting dynamic with giant dog and teeny dogs. I know. Yeah, because they're like really, really small. See, my Bulldog is small, but she's quite thick too, because she's a Bulldog. She's a French Bulldog. So she can really play with Boundary. Like, she just loves playing. She's slowed down a bit in the last year, but she was playing with her yesterday. I took a video of it, and then they were playing tug of war, and then Boundary like lifted it up and like literally tossed her like a rag doll. I was like, whoa. Oh, it was funny. Yeah, man. So I'm getting all these babies done. Love Carmen, miss her, and Nipsey. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, see, Pippi knows. She was there when I had Karma. Yeah. So she'll tell you. Man, and Boundary loves Pippi. Like, she is like, she's like her bud. But there's some similarities, but I feel like Boundary isn't as much of an asshole as Karma was. Like, Karma was just straight up jerk. But she saved my ass in a few situations, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when you live in a shoe, right, Pippi? I'm making her nice. Shout out to Baller. I know. I don't ever want an English Bulldog again, though. Like, I mean, I really loved him. Like, we all really loved him, but he's just like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of English Bulldogs. Maybe if they were cheaper, I would consider it for the price. Oh, he was such a nice boy. Yeah, and I've had Twyla the longest. Because I got her when I lived on Mackenzie. English Bulldog, he's the king of farts. Oh, God, I know. Twyla's awful. And it's so loud, too. It's like... And we're just like, oh, Twyla. Like, if Boundary ever farts, she, like, gets up and she's like, oh, what was that? And then leaves. She's, like, scared. It scares her. Freaking funny. It is so funny. Well, I think in Seattle they're having like protests and stuff for lifting that, having partial distancing. Carrot slices. I hate carrots. Having a bulldog means fart city, and our chihuahuas are scared of their farts too. It's so funny. She's like, oh my God, what was that? What was that noise that just came out of my butt? Oh, it's a monster. And she just like looks too. She like, then she gets up and like runs. It's funny as hell. Okay, well, maybe it's just funny to me. Whoever it's funny to. I know Pippi thinks it's funny. God, speaking of, I think that they're going to be maybe possibly opening up camping. My 16-year-old Chihuahua is deathly afraid of his teeny tiny parts. That's funny. Let me see here. Just get this a little bit more. Yeah, some people like the really creepy ones, even though I feel like it's not so creepy. Have I ever painted a silicone? I have painted on silicone before, yes. I feel like it's pretty easy. I can paint silicone. I have no doubt that I could probably just get silicone babies and paint it and everything. I'm pretty sure I could, because like I have worked with silicone before. And let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little more detail on. Look what I just did to my paintbrush. Like, good job for wrecking that one, Bean. But I just don't, honestly, like, I don't like to paint silicone. Because I make fantasy dolls, I just don't want to really veer away from like what I really, really love doing. So it's like one of those things, you know? I mean, I know that there's fantasy silicone kits, but again, I really like the creative, like darker, more fantasy color. So I don't know. It's just not really something that I mean, I might do it in the future, who knows, but it's just so different. And I don't like switching up my paintbrushes and my supplies. I'm so weird about that. Like, I don't know, it's like hard to explain. If you're an artist, you'll get it. It's very different. I don't know, but I mean, silicones have come so far from when they first started. It's like, I remember when they first started coming out, and and they were so expensive, like so expensive, but now they've come down in price because now they're caught on that they can produce any kit pretty much in silicone. And that's how China does it, is they buy Reborn kits and then they make a mold of that kit, but illegally, and then mass produce it and then sell it. So basically now, you know, they can take any kit and produce it in silicone. So when you're doing that, you can bring down the price. And so, but I mean, like, how much is it for? I think it's like $500 or something, right? Hey Jen, how are you? Or maybe they're like $5.99, but that's like the arms and the legs, so, and the head. So I'm not exactly sure how much it is. I think it's roughly around there. Oh, yeah, the air dry. God, I failed miserably when I tried it recently. Like, I was like, no, good job, Bean. I actually threw away the head. I was just like, nope. But yeah, I don't know. I have certain brushes and sponges I love, and certain ones that I hate, but hang on to them for some stupid reason. Totally. I know. I have like 30 brushes over there that I'm never going to use. They're like nasty and dirty, but yet I just can't lay them to rest. I'm just like, okay, well then, I guess you're just living with me forever. Yeah, so it is expensive. Silicone is expensive, and you have to be really careful because it sticks. Like, you have to be careful when you're painting it, because like stuff will stick all over it, and then it's like flimsy, and I don't really like the feeling of flimsy. I just don't. I don't know why I'm like that. It's like those, you know, like those kits that are soft like silicone. A lot of them are like doll dreams and stuff. Or like they're the ones that you have to put together, but they have like the really, like they're squishy. I've bought some in the past and I still have them because I never wanted to finish them. I can't stand painting it and it like going in. Yep, that's just the way I explain things over here. But yes, I can paint silicone. I might in the future, maybe, you know, with all of them coming out. So there's some really cute ones that I wouldn't mind painting. But like I said, it's just so different. Like you have to have all new paintbrushes, buckets, and then there's a cure time. And then you have to like be careful like where you're painting and have really, really good ventilation. And then, you know, you can mess up on silicone and it won't cure properly. And then, you know, that's like $800 down the drain. So I really feel like as far as the painting part of it goes, it's a lot easy. It's much easier than people think that it is. It's just more, it might be more time. It's probably more time consuming because you have to wait for the cure to happen. But it's like, I don't know, maybe in the future I worry about painting it, buying all the supplies and everything, and then what if it doesn't sell, you know? And it'll cost at least $1,000 to make that doll. So it's just, so it's going more mainstream and it's easier, it's more accessible or whatever. Accessible, one of those two. So more people can try painting it, right? More people can afford painting it. And then, because there's artists that sculpt and pour and do everything. Like they, you know, that was what they did. But now stores are able, like I said, able to make Reborn kits into silicone kits, and it brings the price down as well. So more people are able to kind of branch out and start doing that. But God, there was like none at the when I first started, man. First time I held a silicone doll, it was actually at, I believe it was the 2014 doll show. I feel like it was the Down East doll show. It might have been called something different, but Down East, so that one was in, let me see, that was in North Carolina. And I know it was 2014, and even then, like that show, I barely saw anybody filming. Like there was like literally nobody filming. And now it's just like all like at the doll shows, all big YouTubers filming and stuff. But yeah, and then the first time I saw silicone was at that doll show. And it was a Julie Malloy baby. And I just remember I was like, oh, can I hold your baby? And I was like so nervous to even ask, but like I wanted to hold that baby. And I, excuse me, oh my God, like I picked it up and I was like, what the heck? It felt amazing. Felt just like a real little baby. And then from there, it just, you know, with the full body silicones, and then you saw them more and more and more, and then it just kind of blew up from there. But that's just what happens, you know. And now pretty much anybody can make a silicone doll. They sell them at McPherson's, silicone kits. But like I said, it's Let's see. I'm going to miss roses here. I know. The more the time goes on, the more I'm just like, oh my, like, ugh. I feel like that's just such a big part to look forward to. I had a lot of trips canceled this year. And I don't even know what's going to happen for next year. Not just for that, but I mean like even for like craft shows in Christmas and stuff. It's like, is that going to happen? Like, do you think that'll happen? The UK Doll Show transferred their show online and think they did a great job. Oh, I didn't see it. I feel like that's, I mean, I understand why they would want to do something like that, but at the same time, it's like, is it ruining it for future doll? I mean, maybe they wanted to do that, I guess, to maybe sell the work that they've been working on or something. Like, I don't know. What? I just think that that kind of would put other shows in danger. And by danger, I mean, why would people go and put all that effort into making dolls and signing up for a doll show that's online when they can just sell their dolls online? You know what I mean? So I wonder if it was just for this year because maybe people had already prepped for it, and so it was kind of like the outlet for people to see. Do you think? I don't know. Let's see. It's not the same, but it was useful for artists and other people that wanted dolls. They also did VIP tickets where you got early entry, and a box of VIP treats. I think it was just for this year. Okay. Hi, Bean. Yay, finally got a live with you. Let me watch you paint. Aw, hi. Hello. Hello, hello. Look it. She likes that you're here too. Okay, I'm going to let this baby dry a little bit here before I put too much paint on it. Yeah, so I think I think it was just for this. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, because otherwise, you know, you're really just selling dolls. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Okay, okay then. Oh, hello, little cuteness. I am just going to draw a line across this baby's head. Yeah, so much online stuff. It's like, I don't know how to feel about it. But yeah, Jen, definitely. I really am starting to feel the effects of things that are being canceled, and whew, man, I don't know what I would have done or how I would have felt if I didn't work from home. Like, luckily I have to paint because I am a busybody. Although the last week I have been so tired, and I don't know why. Oh wait, probably because I have a bunch of children here. We've been just going to the barn and stuff too, doing some horsey stuff, some horsing around. Yep, that sounds about right. It's okay, little one. Yeah, we're gonna give you a head transplant and then you're just gonna be fine. Yeah. And then there's one, actually, now that I think of it, I just got these eyes in. Actually, I just got these ones too. And I think they look pretty, they're gray, but then around they're like slightly pink. They're pretty wicked looking. Been wanting to make that doll, but I haven't taken the plunge yet, if that's what it's called. If I'm supposed to plunge somewhere, I don't know. I know something that has to get plunged in my house like every 2 days. So there's a Las Vegas show. Did you guys see that? I have lost my mojo, so enjoying watching your painting instead. Oh, don't you hate that? You know what? I get it. Trust me. I totally, yeah. Sometimes I walk around and I'm like, okay, just paint, Bean, just paint. Just sit down, start painting, you'll be fine. Then I'll be like, start doing friggin' nothing. Yep. And then, excuse me, and then 3 days go by and then I'm like, when's the last time I made a video? It's just so weird how that happens. Hey, bird. Yeah, I hear you out there. Are you tired, bird? Yeah, I heard you at 5 o'clock in the morning, jerk. Telling your mom. See, look, it just talked back to me. Love you, bud. Good care of yourself. Miss you far from away. Oh, so far but so close, right? Yep, the end of May. Lift comes off. Well, so they say. They're still social distancing. Ooh, sugar skull. Those are so fun to make. So I was just putting a little bit of a pattern on this little guy's face. This is a really cute kit. What kit is this? Oh, this is an Olga your kit. What? I did not know that. I did not know that. What the heck? Yep, that bird. I'm telling you, it likes to wake me up at 5 a.m. singing away. Okay, we get it, bird. So anyways, yeah, back to this whole Las Vegas. I saw that there's a winter Las Vegas show. But I feel like it's slightly... I mean, Vegas would be amazing to go to for a doll show. But seeing how Vegas is not open right now, like... it's still closed. Like the hotel, like everything is closed. I don't know. So, but I see that it's still, like, they are saying that it's still happening. So, I don't know. Do you think it'll happen? What do you guys think? Vegas would be super easy for me to get to and cheap, but that would mean that all the airlines would be up and running, right? And not only that, so let's see, and then plus Vegas itself would have to be up and running, and, like, you know, all those machines that everybody is touching. I just don't know if it's very realistic right now. But, I mean, I think they should have a Vegas show. That would be amazing. Maybe it's far away enough that it'll happen. I just don't know. Oh, but then again, they have to get people to fill it. It's okay. I'm just trying to figure things out in my brain here. Because, yeah, you would think that they would have to take reservations. And it's okay, I just threw my paintbrush at myself. You would think they would have to fill up the floor, right? So then people would have to be signing up for it, like now, because it would be in February. What month are we in? May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Well, 9. Oh, well, I guess it is kind of 9 months away. I don't know. I don't know about that one, you guys. I think if... can you imagine being in Las Vegas when this is all going down, though? I mean, ugh. You would think that would be like the belly of the beast right there, right? Everybody touching the machines and like dice and cards and ew. They're literally touching everything. Right? Hand sanitizer. I feel like it's still... I mean, would you do it? Would you be like if it were open or they started to open and they're like, oh, we're going to open, but we're going to social distance. Would you go to Las Vegas? How would you feel about that? I want to know. I want to know your guys' opinions. Who would actually go to Las Vegas and be like, we'll be okay. Right? I think I'd rather be in Scotland. On my sheep farm. Watching my sheep, what's it called when they take their wool off? Oh, I love that. I freaking love watching that. Oh boy. Ugh, man. It's crazy. Let's see, shearing. Yes, that's what it's called. I will keep my butt here on our little island and watching all the lambs run about in the moment. Niagara casinos were closed. 2 people touching 24/7, never closed. Nope, not me. So we have we have casinos out here as well. And they closed, but they closed late. But, I mean, they're still closed, so I'm pretty sure they're still, yeah, they must be still. Well, the borders are closed, too. Which I really hope they open, because I miss my parents. It's not fair. It's not freaking fair. Yeah, you. It's not funny. Stop. You know what? I've had it with your little smirk, okay? Doesn't make me feel better. No, it does. Okay. Maybe it's starting to feel, okay. Yep. I feel better now looking at that little tiny grin of yours. You just wait until you have puffy blonde hair. Then you'll really make me smile. Right? Okay, fine. I'll be your friend. See, that little bird wants to be your friend out there. Did you hear that? Keeps on singing at you. See, you don't even need me as a friend. You got a bird that won't shut up all night long. Well then, look at that little creepster. It's funny though, like the little smirk. Let me see here. Blue. See if I can give you a little bit of pattern on your face. Then we'll bake you. Then you'll get all nice and toasty. Right? Just how you like it. Nice and toasty. Oopsie. Yeah, farmers are having a lot of issues too, actually, with this whole thing going on. I had a friend of mine call and like, oh, I have to get rid of these cows, or it's like butchering time or something, right? And so they're like, he's like, oh, you want to buy a couple cows? I'm like, no, not really. But I feel bad because it's like the time where they start harvesting. But there's like places that are shut down. It's crazy. Let me see here. Almost everything has been open all along here. We had snow here yesterday. What? Wanted to go cuddle with the lambs. We hardly ever get snow, let alone in May. That's crazy. I think my noisy cardinal that I used to have here in Florida migrated to your neck of the woods. Hello, Lori. Yeah, these birds are insanely loud in the morning. I'm just like, ugh. Like, they're so loud. I mean, whatever though. I mean, it's nice too. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much. It's bean for ya, right? Complaining. Yeah, we've had beautiful weather, so I have no complaints. How's that? How's that little creeper coming along? Let's see. Tweet, 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 tweet. Darn, I'm kind of sad that I missed that online doll show. That would have been really cool to see. So I'm just putting some red along the other side so that I can build up the color to make it look like, you know, different pieces of skin. Because that isn't warped or anything. Good job, Bean. Let's see here. I want to put... I think I'm gonna put some yellow. Crap. Shoot, I should have baked it. God, Bean, haven't you learned how to reborn yet? Nope. No, I haven't. No, I have not. So let's just continue on doing what I'm doing. Put in some highlight in here. Some highlight and some low lights. Get all fancy. Get all fancy like, huh? What are you barking about? Nothing. Guarantee it. Ooh la la. What, that bird is starting to really piss me off. You're so entertaining. I just listen and laugh while I sit and sew a mask for my husband. Oh, husband military unit. Oh, good for you. I have a mild obsession with material. I just love material, and like I am really not a sewer. But I do love looking at material. I'm just super weird that way. Okay, so I put red on this side, on the one side, and then I'm just putting yellow along the edge only because I want it to have depth. So that's what I mean about highlights and lowlights. Right? One's going to be above and one's going to be below. Let's see. Mini Mojoy of about the same numbers as the other countries in Scandinavia that had total lockdown. And yes, basic social distancing. Can still go out if we need to. It's been here too. It's almost like normal. I mean, except for, of course, you know, the like hair salons and stuff like that isn't open, but for the most part it has not really been a struggle, and I think that's why a lot of people maybe don't take it as serious. It's kind of like the if you don't see it, it doesn't exist kind of thing. It's hard. It's like, you know, there's all kinds of conspiracies and stuff like that, but it's almost like when you're not in that danger zone, it's, you know, but you see everything like on YouTube and stuff, but still it's almost like a movie, like a dream, you know what I mean? It's like, what? And so I think that's why people are just like, oh, we need to go back, because the area that they're from maybe isn't hit as hard or something. I don't freaking know. Okay. Glad we cleared that one up. Hey, Taylor. Yes, my YouTube handle is ridiculous. What? Your YouTube handle? Yep, those birds, man, I don't know what they're saying back there, but I'm pretty sure they're swearing. Right? They're arguing, and they're actually saying F you to the other birds. Wouldn't that be so funny if they actually did, though? They were like some kind of rare swearing bird. And I just happened to have them in my backyard. They're like, hey, beep, you beep, beep. Oh man, that would be so entertaining. Agreed. In places like New York have such close quarters, subways, buses, etc., it's logical that numbers are high there. Right, yeah. I mean, they're touching everything too, right? I mean, you're so close to people. It's not giving it time to even disinfect everything. It's just, oh, I've never been to New York. YouTube name. Oh man. Have you guys seen that swearing dog collar? Speaking of, okay, this is so funny. There's a dog collar that every time the dog barks, it says a swear word. It's so funny. It's like beep, beep. It's freaking so funny. It's just like, swear. Did you ever wonder what your dog is saying when it barks? And it's like all profanity. Oh, pretty sure that bird is saying profanities. Is my point. I just find it odd that they are not even mentioning anybody just has the flu. Where did the influenza go for this year? I need to get that for my husband's birthday and put it on our pit. Yeah, it's so funny. You guys Google it. Hopefully you can still see it. Somebody was telling me about it and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta see this. And then it's like these people, like these they're like, oh, if our dog talked, it would be something like, you know, really sweet, like, hi, how are you? Like something all gentle and nice. And then they're like, do you want to try on this color to see what your dog sounds like? And then they're like, oh, Miss Mimsy, okay, let's hear what she says. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be so polite, like, I love you, mommy, I miss you, mommy. And so they put it on and the dog's like, excuse my language, but the dog's like, fuck, shit, fuck you. And they're horrified. They're like, oh my God, make it stop. And she's just going around the house. Fuck you. Oh my God. It's like this really cute little like labradoodle. Like this pretty little dog. And they're just like, she's gonna have the nicest little voice. Oh, my face. I can't even. You guys, I cannot even. They were so offended. I put on my chihuahua, let them cuss each other out. Oh my God. You should do that. Oh man, I was just dying. I was like, I did not expect that. I just joined and I don't know what we're laughing about, but it seems like it's pretty good. It's, we're talking about these dog collars. These dog collars that they swear, every time the dog barks, it like interprets what it's saying. And they're like, do you want to know what your dog is saying to this like couple? It's like, oh, she's gonna have such a nice little voice and she's gonna be so like, you know, like just this, you know, nice, polite, like, please and thank you, I love you, and let's go for a walk. You are my favorite person. Like all these like nice little things that she should be saying, but it's actually just pure profanity. She's going around the house. And the dog is like, fuck you. Oh my God. That's so, I'm sorry. Oh man. This is just too good. It's just too good. Oh man. Whew. Oh, I mean, really, because you think about like, what does your dog say? You know, like what do you think she says? Oh, she's gonna be polite. She's gonna say the most polite things and says that she loves us. I feel like if my dog would say that, just to be good, if my dog spoke, it would just be confusion. Where am I? What am I doing? Mine would be like Twyla. Would she be like, huh? Where'd he go? What? What am I barking? What am I barking at? Who's here? Somebody say my name. I'm dumb. Oh, and fuck you. Oh man, what would their voices be like too, right? I always wonder that. I'm like, the other day I was like, do you think she understands even what I'm saying to her? I know my big dog does. It's funny because boundary if I say something or if I'm giving Twilight trouble for something, she legit knows right away. And she'll just like, she'll go and like hide under the table or like instantly if I'm like, hey, she instantly will be like, her, and like go and hide somewhere. She knows that she's like not supposed to be doing that. But not Twyla. No, no. Oh, man. Oopsie. Oh, God does, whoever did that. Dogs understand more by our body language and than what we say. Oh, totally. Yeah, even if you like, you look at them a certain way or you're just like, oh, you know, and they're like, uh-oh, mom's frustrated or mom's mad. There we go. I just put some yellow along the edge there. And then I think for this side, wow, there's not even any paint thinner in there. I think for this side, I'm probably going to, I want to put like a, oh no. That's what I get for laughing so hard at something so dumb. Story of my life. Alrighty, now I'm just going to inject a little bit of purple. Inject, I'm pretty sure that's not how it goes, but that's okay. I just put paint all over my hand. Getting a little too excited over here. It's all that profanity that I just said on YouTube. Got me all excited. Oh boy. Do you think YouTube is ever gonna just be broken one day? Like, if you think about how many people are on YouTube right now as we speak, do you think it's ever gonna like just be like, oh, that's it, we can't possibly take any more videos, any more content? Right? Like all of a sudden, that's probably big YouTubers' worst fear. My dog, Caboodle, used to go get my dog Snoopy whenever I would say, go get Snoopy for me, and she would be gone for a minute and come back with him, but not since we moved. I always think that about the internet in general. I have a tiny cowardly chihuahua, but I like to imagine he had a deep Darth Vader voice, right? I know. That's like my horse. I imagine him with like such a little dainty voice. He's like this big beast, but he's like, oh, thank you for the apples. They're so good. I love my little apples. He's like this huge horse. Oh, thank you for my little carrots and my apples. They're so yummy. Nom, 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 nom. Right? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's like probably, I feel like that would be their worst fear though, is like all of a sudden it just, the internet's just like, or YouTube is just like crashed. I mean, because so many people are on there from everywhere around the world, although there are some places where they're like, where it's banned. Right? Pretty sure there's some places where you're not allowed to have YouTube and social media. Let me see here. I'm gonna just shade this part like so. Yeah, I hear you, Tweety. I hear you, Tweety. Okay, I hear you. I don't speak your language. Stop talking to me. I think it heard me. Tweet, 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 tweet. What did I do here? What the heck? What the heck? So this will look very yellow and very purple, but it's because I'll still be layering it. So layering. Is your name Layering? Right? Layer, first name, last name Ing. That's what I figured. Yeah, you said you figure you could just hide your identity from me. I got you all figured out, Mr. Layer Ing. I don't know. I don't know why I say the things that I do. I just do, okay? I just freaking do. It's okay. We're going to put more purple. See, I love making these because I love doing details and fun things on dolls. I know. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it, you guys? Who would have thought it? Let's see. Always saying don't want when we ask him to do something he doesn't want to. Yeah, I don't want to. Sounds like me. I don't think about in hundreds of years if the internet doesn't break, people will be able to see so much about older times. Blessing, have you told them we didn't have Wi-Fi as kids? They can't imagine. I know. I was at the grocery store when you went live, so I missed a little. What were you painting today? Mr. Ing. Yes, Mr. Ing. Mr. Layering Ing. Mr. Layering. Larry Ing. Mr. Larry Ing. I was just painting. I painted, what did I work on? I worked on another head for a little while. Minnie, they don't get it. I would be equal to when the president came on the TV on all 3 channels. I know, isn't that funny? This is kind of off topic, but, this is a little bit off topic, but you know me. We went to the grocery store the other day, and they had lobster on sale, which is like barely ever happens, and it was packages of 2, and they were like on sale but then like 50% off or something. And I was like, oh my god, I gotta get these. Like, I don't even remember the last time I had lobster, probably like 20 years ago or something. But so I get them, and then my youngest, he's like, I flipped it upside down, and he's like, what is that? He's like, is that some sort of worm? I showed Phoenix too, and he's like, oh my god, what is that? Oh, we're not gonna eat that, are we? And I'm like, it's lobster. But it was so funny. They were just like horrified when they saw it. It just reminded me of the whole like internet thing, you know, when they're just not used to it, and then they see something and it's like, oh man. I am glad that there was no cell phones really when I was like, till you were 5 years old. What was I, shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm glad that there wasn't when I was a teenager, because I went to like a lot of raves. Like, I loved going to raves. It was like, I freaking loved it. And I'm just glad that we didn't record any of that gong show. Oh man, those were the days. Man, those were fun. Those were so fun. I remember we would have to call, there would be like a flyer, and then we would have to call this number from a payphone when they actually had payphones. And then from that payphone, it would have a message saying where the party was at. So then because they were like underground raves basically. And this was up in Canada. So they had just sort of started, but a lot of the time they would get shut down. But then they got like bigger and bigger and more mainstream. There was a few that I went to in Seattle as well, but I went to this one in Seattle. It was like freaking huge. It was in one of the Coliseums, and I didn't really like it that much because I got lost for most of the night, and then I end up just going with like, I'm just like, what is happening? It's so awful when they're that big and you can't find anybody. It's not exactly fun when that happens. But they were like enormous. And then they unfortunately started to just started to shut down because, you know, people were not being responsible. Let's see. Antique collector, and I'm so glad we oh, the typewriters. I remember that. I wanted a pager. Yeah, they had pagers back then. But in the story you told on video about when you were almost human trafficked, that was crazy and interesting. Yeah, luckily I was with one of my friends who was older, and I went to underground raves. Last minute typewriters. Yeah, that I was kind of talking before in one of the videos about how like pretty naive I am, and like I'm shocked that I wasn't kidnapped before that situation. But yeah, luckily I was with a good friend and who was older and had a little more common sense, and she was like, no, we're not going, this is sketch, like we can't trust him and blah blah blah. And I would have been done because they had us heading to New York. And of course I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go to New York, I got a ticket made for me, we're gonna go to this big party. Yeah, right. How awful. It's just, man, whew. I don't believe I survived that. So I added some more purple along the edge on the inside. And I think I'm just gonna put a little more color on the lips. On the lips. Yeah, oh man, I loved going to raves though. Those were the days. Those were the days. But then it just got to the point to where it just wasn't safe anymore. But although I went to the ones, like I said, up in Canada, which I feel like back then, God, because that was like so long ago. Let's see, it was, so I was like 18. It was forever ago. My wild days. Punk shows memory. I mean, every once in a while I'll mention it, but yeah, I was just like, I graduated and I was like, I am out of here. And we, like I said, we went to the ones that were in Canada, so I feel like they were safer. But then it did get to the point to where people were going and they just were not being responsible at all. But man, they were fun. Now I've graduated to doll shows. See, so shows have always been a part of my life. It's just like, if you see or hear about stuff that was in my past, it all, I don't know, it's just weird. It just like all comes full circle. Now kids can't even be around other people. They'd be like, go to a party where there's, 300 people, 500 people, however many people go. I've been to some that have had like thousands. I think Bean turns into her wild child self while YouTubing. Oh, I just rubbed my eye. My wild child self. Yep, that's pretty much. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood, and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna paint, and I need company, and so sometimes I come on here, and then I feel so much better. Bless you. Check that out. It's getting there. And I have to bake this doll though, because otherwise I'm gonna have too much paint on it but it's getting there. But anyway, so I actually, my stupid freaking, I don't know why that just happened, my phone. I'm gonna go because I've been on for mostly let's see. All your happy vibes. Well, thank you. I know, like, sometimes I come on here and I feel like a million times better. I'm just like, yes, get so freaking lonely. And then I have to get a collar that swears, just cheer me up. Wild child wearing her unicorn carrying rainbows. Yeah, so I have to go because I have to go and get some work done today. And by work, I mean I already worked and I have to bake the baby. And then I'm actually going to go take Dream out on the trails today. So, yeah. But you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I freaking appreciate you guys so much. And I know this is a long-winded, whoa, doll. You almost bit my elbow, rude. But yeah, so check, I hope that you guys can see those colors, because that is just too friggin' hilarious. Oh my god. But I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you guys stay safe and have a good day, and I will see you next time.